Aloha and welcome back, I guess. I'm Panther and this is Klonoa Phantasy Reverie series. And we're going to be starting up Klonoa 2, Lunatea's Vail. I am
You
once
always
again...
seem to miss these up for some reason.
Huh?
You keep messing up Klonoa's name.
Yeah, I suck at pronunciation, okay? I suck at spelling, I suck at pronunciation. But I know a lot of words. I think that's why I suck at it, though.
Okay.
In case you're aware, I am joined once again by my friend. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Fluffy Dr. Alex.
This was the game that I was introduced to Klonoa for. Or Klonoa, sorry. I keep trying to put an H in there when there is no H to be put in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound I remember. Fun fact that I found out from my Final Fantasy Renaissance game, thanks to some people giving me input. I'll go ahead and do this, that way we don't have any run-ins of issues.
Yeah, because instead of it being half a hit in the first game,
It would be a
that
full
one's
heart.
like you get only 3 hits.
Yep.
So, I don't think you want to rage today.
Nah.
You've been having a rough time lately.
If I'm being honest, the prior thing was just kind of annoying. I'm drained from it because of the fact that I know I'm going to hear a lot of that and everything, but my view on it is just that I don't want to bring it up here because the people watching they don't need to be a part of that discussion.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wasn't just talking about today, I'm talking about as of recently.
Oh yeah, my mental narrative and a bunch of other stuff and life in general.
Oh, and the whole one day that you had plans, but your plans didn't go right, so you just kind of gave out.
Yeah, that's happened a lot more often than I really wanted it to.
Yeah.
I played this on the PlayStation 2, I believe.
Yep. That was the only console that it was released to until they released this to Steam.
I straight up had someone having a conversation with me about. Love that character, by the way.
Which one? The one with the black eye or the one with the cat?
Not the cat. The cat. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy the cat, but it's the one who's got the mommy voice. Let's be perfectly honest there.
I can understand that. Ooh, I just realized you can see the crystals in the background.
Yep, that is straight up the stage that we're about to go into.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't realize that it had like that. I never really noticed.
Basically speaking, around this time frame, they had to make sure to utilize as much of the space as possible on the DVD disc, because it was a PlayStation 2, so they upgraded from CDs to DVDs.
Yeah.
But they still had the limitation of like, hey, polygons take up a lot of room. Voice acting takes up more.
Yeah.
Unlike the last game, there is no confusion. He is foreign.
Yep.
In addition, there is voice acting.
Yep.
It's not understandable voice acting, but it's still voice acting.
As far as I know, it's called Phantom Mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, no, It's as much as a language as any actual language is, which is it gets points across and it's vocal. If
Plus, in one of the stages, there's actual written text that you can translate.
that's what I'm talking about. Like, Klingon is a language you can use to communicate. It has every portion that you would need in a language, written or verbal. It's wild, but it is a full actual language.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, it's not a language. No, here's what you need for a language. You need to be able to confer different wordage. Check. You need to be able to hold a long-winded conversation, not just short. Check. And you'll need to be able to actually incorporate new words into it. Check. Because it's verbiage, not total words.
Yeah.
Anyone who gets on the case of like, oh, hey, yada, 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 yada. Look, all language is technically made up because it's all air wiggles. Like that's all voices. It's air wiggles that your ear interprets what it was.
Pretty much.
I do love that this one, they're not even trying to cover things up. It's just like, oh, hey, yeah, you were kind of called here. I need your help. You know what? I need to be a part of that ring for you to do anything. And it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He may not remember, but they're aware that the audience probably is coming from Klonoa 1. And yeah, so it's definitely like, thank you. Thank you for respecting your audience. Alright, I gotta talk about it. I like this outfit way better than his younger outfit.
Understandable. That's kind of the reason why I put you in that outfit and me in the other one.
But yeah, so the backwards cap indicating that he's like still kind of rebellious, but he is older, as indicated by the fact that his shorts are a little higher on the waist, and he doesn't have the collar anymore, and the rest of his outfit actually makes sense for him. I had a conversation with one individual who was trying their best. This was around the time that the 360 was coming out, whereas if you want to be completely honest, PlayStation 2 was fighting Xbox, not Xbox 360. So, just clarifying that for this conversation point. Oh, okay, so we can't do that. That's cool. Now, at the time, they were very much on that board of if it was basically the 360 just beat the crap out of PlayStation 2, which I'm gonna be honest of just like, I would hope so. The competing unit for the Xbox 360 was the PlayStation 3. Okay, like, stop that. Thank you. Right, this was still the time frame where they couldn't figure out how to just let people figure things out.
Yeah.
Even though they had things in the past portion of this level that you couldn't get unless you figured this out. Yeah. At least they named the things in this one.
Yeah.
I don't think they really did in the last one.
No, they really didn't.
Also, I do like that they're giving Klonoa this thing of like, I kind of know this, but do I? which could easily be construed two ways. The first being he's actually not sure, and he's just playing it up like, oh yeah, no, I 100% no, shifty eyes. Or him going, wait, I've done this before, right? They kept it vague enough that it was actually really cool. I didn't understand that it was vague enough, because I didn't know about the first one, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. One other note to people watching that is a big change. If I remember correctly, what you just saw, that's pretty close to new, but as you're seeing, it doesn't matter what thing you've grabbed, it will always act the same. Whereas in the first one, if you grab like an air one, it would start levitating you and whatnot. This one, it doesn't do that.
Actually, there's still the air ones.
Oh no, they exist, but they don't levitate you. They just act like this. Because we just got through seeing them earlier in the stage, as a fact.
Yeah. Well, there was two different kind of flying ones. There was the propeller one, and then there was a flying one.
In the first one, if you grab either, it would act differently, but they would still both levitate you.
Oh,
This guy is the only one who does this, and he did do it differently than before.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing these out. It does not bother me one way or the other, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Besides, he's gonna have new stuff as well.
Well, yeah, it's a different world.
Rocket one.
Like, let's be perfectly honest. It's a different world. Nah, I missed those two. All right, whatever.
It's not worth anything, honestly.
No, it's just like the first one.
For completionist's sake, and it doesn't really contribute to anything actually important. It's just for that little tick on the screen.
And with us having infinite lives, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. What you really need infinite lives for is simply trying to get all the moment doll pieces.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I'll be honest, some of them were a bit douchey with how they did things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Both games, if I'm honest. This game may be newer, and it did fix a lot of issues, but there's still some things. Oh right, this fucker. This is the real reason why I'm just like, I don't care enough.
Because in order to get completion for this thing, you need to do that little guy perfectly.
Yep.
I'm not kidding either.
Super annoying.
It's like, if you want to be completionist, you had to be so freaking tight with your timing and everything.
Yep. I hate it.
You had to play almost perfectly.
Oh no, not almost. In several instances, absolutely perfectly. You could not have a single gem not gotten in the correct order. Not a single one. Wait, is she actually the same person? The singer of Renewal?
Sure.
Cause she looks really close to it, actually.
Maybe an adult version. It could very well be an adult version or something.
I mean, that would make sense considering what the first one was all about.
Yeah.
Also, I like Lolo more than the prince from the first one, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
How come?
She feels like a more in-depth character, as well as, unlike the first one where he was hiding a bunch of shit from you from the start for no real reason. The stuff she's hiding from you, there's a pretty solid reason behind it, but you can plainly see that she's not very confident and klutzy, and she just feels more like a character helping you, not a character who's asking for your help.
Yeah, true.
Oh, and she is not hiding who she is in the respect of what she looks like. So instead of like, oh, hey, this little puffball with these cute eyes and this, that, what does he actually look like? Your paralysis demon. Just big, soulless black eyes and kind of a cute look to him, but no.
Well, he didn't have black eyes. He had cyan with green.
It was not the eyes that you were seeing before.
Yeah.
Which is...
No, actually, they had sparkles. That was a difference.
It's still, like, it was such a drastic difference, to me at least. Whereas this person, that is her. Like, throughout the entirety of this, that is her. She is absolutely as honest with you as she can be.
Yeah.
I like this overworld map a lot better too, but that's... I'm not going to dump on the older one for that. They had limited things that they could do.
Yeah.
But to finish up a prior thing, because my brain will not let it go if I don't, I was talking with a guy who very much was like, absolutely, 100%, Xbox 360 beats the shit out of the PlayStation 2, and I'm just like, yeah, I would hope so, but kind of doesn't. Then he started watching me play, what was it called? Something of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus?
What? I didn't hear that.
Shadow of the Colossus?
Yes, that was the one. Shadow of the Colossus. And he was like, wait, what's this? And I'm like, Shadow of the Colossus, dude. It's PlayStation 2. And he's like, wait, PlayStation 2 can do this? It's like, yes. This is why I'm having a problem with you sitting there telling me that Xbox 360 is so much better when, at the time, by the way, the first King Kong game came out.
Yeah.
And it was for the one that Jack Black was a part of. So it was rough. It was rough. I saw it in the stores on a Xbox 360. Oh my god! I'm just like, yeah. Let's compare it to these two. But then again, comparing those two would be like going to. Actually, no. This is a great example. Let's go to the PlayStation and grab one of their weird, half-baked titles and compare it to a Super NES title of like Final Fantasy. Which is going to be better? The one who they actually gave a shit making the game, or the one they didn't? Yeah. I don't care what technology is behind it. Portions of games can be made better by better technology. But if the people behind it don't care enough about actually making the game, I don't care what tech is behind it. There are PlayStation 2 games that beat the shit out of the Xbox Series X games. Just because those Xbox Series X games are just that shitty.
Yeah.
This game, they knew what they had, and they worked well in it.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, if you compared the two, look at that. There's facial animations. Like, you can tell that she's not confident in things and anything just by motion of eyes. The first one, don't get me wrong, the first one did do that, but it was PlayStation 1. They can only do so much.
Yeah.
This one, they're doing that and more. Like, basically speaking, what I'm getting at is, it was difficult for me to go back to the prior one because I saw its sequel. And this is a good sequel. This does what a sequel should do.
Yeah, it improves upon the last.
Without demonizing the past one or making you just not care about the past stuff. Still using the same mechanics from before, adding a few new ones, and just making everything better. Effectively speaking, hey, you liked the first one? Guess what? That's this with a new story. That's what I want from a sequel, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Dick.
You mean me or the moo?
The moo. It was just like, oh, you want to get me? You want to get me? Oh, I'm sorry. She's like, you dick.
Yeah.
One of the big reasons why I go out of my way to state that is because, what was the game? Probably gonna get flack for this from people who actually watch this, but whoops. Oh, it's probably talking about these and the different path stuff. But Doom Eternal versus Doom 2016. I hated Doom Eternal. I so hated it. It was not a sequel. It was, let's make a different game with basically the same characters, you know. And that's not what I wanted.
I think that's the reason why they called it Doom Eternal rather than Doom 2.
Well, fair. It's still like, I don't like what they did with it because I was hoping for a sequel, not what I got. Yay. But yeah, and enough of my irritations. The shit like that. Fine, I'll go over here. Get down here. I mean, there's an argument to be made when it comes down to like Final Fantasy, and I 100% agree with both sides of the fence when it comes down to that. Because let's look at Final Fantasy. Is Final Fantasy, just pick one. 15 like Final Fantasy 1? No.
No.
Like, there's certain shared memorabilia and names, but for crying out loud, no. It straight up is not.
No, not really. After, I think, 10 is when it stopped being turn-based and became more,
7 changed it, remember? Because it was action turn-based.
That's true. Well, I'm trying to remember which one was the first one where they started doing active combat without it being the ATB gauge.
I believe it was... I think it was actually 6. I think that was the first one that had a gauge that built up, and then your characters would take their turns, but some of those turns wouldn't activate immediately, and stuff along those times. It was basically active turn base.
Yeah, but I'm talking about no turns at all. You were actually fighting in combat.
That would be 11.
Okay.
Because 11 it was so hands off with the characters that you programmed them.
Yeah. But that was still somewhat ATB gauge, I think.
No.
That was 12.
Seriously, look it up. Oh god. No, it 100%. Look it up. It was entirely possible to sit there and do nothing while your characters sat there and did things. You gave them no instruction, but they didn't exactly take turns either. They just did things. They had some build-up gauges, sure, but that wasn't an active turn-based gauge. That was straight up. They were just taking turns and just gave you a way to look at it. And trust me, even though the gauge is there, that's sort of how World of Warcraft works, because it has a global cooldown. I had to look into a lot of stuff. Gaming industry, yay! But if you were talking the first one that straight up, absolutely nothing indicating turn-based, that would be 15. Or the MMOs.
True.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of 12 when I'm talking to you about the stuff, not 11. 11 was the first MMO one. 12 was the one I'm thinking about where you program your allies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I thought for some reason there was another one that was like it.
Oh no, they touched on that once and never went back.
Yeah. To be honest, I kind of liked that way of doing things.
I didn't
yes,
mind
it was
it.
hands off, but you were kind of like engineer.
It was a great way to get into programming. I'll be honest, especially considering you didn't get all of the commands off the bat. Clearly ancient. Okay.
It is a different character.
It is a different character, but it looks like she serves the same function. Or a similar function.
I don't think she's in this game as much as you think, though.
No.
I don't think she shows up.
No, I don't think she does either. I think it's straight up just she served the function of resetting things.
Yeah. Okay, back to Final Fantasy. We were talking about 12 and it's a way of programming things.
Yeah, because you didn't start with the all of the programming language of it. You started with like some basic things of like, pay attention to this. If this, do this. I didn't care too much about it. It was just like, all right, cool. If they're below this hit points, fucking heal them. That's it. I didn't care past that.
To be honest, I did a little bit more than that. I actually built a proper system for like status ailments, how to attack.
I'm pretty sure I did too, but I didn't care to remember what I did. I'll be 100% honest. I didn't like. I'm sure that like once I started getting the healing items and stuff like that, and I started dealing with the bullshit status ailments, which, by the way, I will absolutely tip my hat to the game. Holy shit. They make all of the status elements things you don't want to get your hands in. Poison? Oh no, that shit will eat your health. Paralyzed? Well, guess what? You can't move, so now you can't dodge shit and this and that. Oh, silenced? Well, all your magic's gone. There's like none of them. You didn't want any status elements at all.
Yeah. But to be honest, silence was always that kind of a bitch.
Well, it depends. Some of the parties, like, oh, cool, some of the games, like, oh, cool, you silenced me. Awesome. Fighter, kill him. Awesome. And then it didn't stick after battle. There was no after battle in 12.
Yeah. You missed the...
I know.
Checkpoint.
I know. I saw it.
Okay. I think we may have missed one.
Probably. This one
Got
did
it.
do a better job of like indicating where, like in the level you should be running into it. So I might have to come back here if I want to collect them all, which I don't know if I care enough.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's just like the music player and a bonus level.
Yeah, this one didn't have like an ending change or anything like that. But let me be perfectly honest. Given how little space they worked with, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. To be honest, I 100%ed these games except for the jewel thing. I got all its Steam achievements for both these games.
As an FYI, PlayStation 2 era, there was no achievements or trophies or anything, so it was just what the game showed you.
Yeah.
I 100% this game. Crystals included.
I don't think they showed the crystals in the first game though.
Nope. Well, in the very first game, yes, but in the first iteration of this game, no, not really.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I say not really because I believe there was a minor indication, but that's it.
Yeah.
But believe me, that minor indication was more than enough for me.
Yeah.
I'll be honest too, as a young kid, I'm like, this is some weird Japanese.
Yeah.
To be fair, at that time and that age, man. Then again, like, I have my own nostalgia glasses when it comes down to this game versus the other one.
Yeah.
That said, we can't ignore the fact that it is a bigger story.
Yeah, it is. The first one was kind of short and sweet, with a good twist at the end.
A good twist, 100%. Short and sweet, it was short. The villain's motive didn't make any goddamn sense. I'm revenge because they sealed me away 3,000 years ago. Yeah, but none of these guys are assholes, so what did you do? I tried to kill everyone and put them into nightmares. Well, it makes sense why they sealed you away 3,000 years ago. Your vengeance is invalid.
Yeah.
Oh, and a friend pointed this out. I was wondering why that guy looked so fucking familiar to me. Berserk. He looks like Femto. He looks like an exaggerated Femto.
I would have to find that out later. Or I could play the Berserk game and learn about him that way.
The Berserk game, I don't know if it actually shows him or not. It might. But let's just put it this way. When you see the picture of Femto, that's what we're getting at. He looks like him. It's not that he acts like him, because trust me, it wouldn't have been a kid's game if he acted like Femto.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Berserk is...
It's not for kids.
Oh, pretty dark coffee.
No, it's not dark coffee. That is straight up dark alcohol.
Are you sure about that? I don't think,
It numbs you and makes you depressed? Hell yeah, it's fucking dark alcohol. FYI, alcohol is a depressant, not a stimulant. So, it's why coffee and alcohol do not mix well. Yay! Medical understandings.
Yeah.
Alright, in this one, it wasn't just random nightmare beasts, it was machinery.
Yeah. Except for one guy.
Well, yes, but that's the last
that
guy, if I
too.
remember correctly.
Yeah, there's like 2 to 3 guys that are not machines.
Yeah. But that's also the thing about this game versus the other one.
I always wondered where her tail is. Phil?
So...
And I'm not talking about Tat.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the cat, because... Or are you talking about the her?
Leorina. I always wondered where her tail was.
My headcanon is because of her rough lifestyle of being a sky pirate and this and that, it's removed.
Yeah, maybe she lost it or something.
Yeah. It's why she wears the dress stuff to draw away from the fact that it's there. Or not there specifically.
Yeah.
This was definitely not in the one that I played. They just went at, yeah, okay, have fun. Here's this glaring fucking weakness. I hope you figure it out, asshole.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's also because we have it on the easy mode.
Oh yeah, and we don't have the tutorial turned off. Which I should probably do, because I don't need help with this one. It did a damn good job of illustrating what was going on, because they understood what they're going with.
Yeah.
For those who are watching and are still watching, I'm probably not going to be playing this for as long as the last one, because it is a longer game than the first one. There is zero question in that.
Yeah. Probably about a quarter, maybe half extra of the levels. So.
Not to mention the fact that the extra story and talking scenes are far more abundant in this one than the first one.
Yeah.
Also, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if they actually gave Leonora, or Leoria, whatever, her, the sky pirate. I'm not sure if they gave her an actual gender or not. Yeah, she's got a female voice actor or anything, but I don't know if they actually give her any pronouns that indicate that.
Well, they did say she was a priestess later on.
That's fair.
So, in order to be a priestess, I think you would have to be an actual girl in order to do that. Unless you would be called a priest.
That's fair. And given that it's Japanese, that's very important. Discerning. And it is always important to take into consideration where people's heads are at when they're making stuff. This happens way more often than it should, I'll be honest, but it's still good.
You mean the whole help me thing?
Him slipping into hearing stuff where other people don't. Not just the help me parts, there's other parts that get that way too.
I honestly don't remember too much when it came to people talking to him when he's like him listening to things out of nowhere.
It doesn't happen a lot. But it happens more than the first one. But then again, it didn't happen in the first one, so that's not hard to do.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I will be right back. I need to get something to drink. I forgot that I drank it all.
No problem, Fady.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
My landing gets cold, so it's a perfect place to store soda. Alright, I love the concept behind that, where she's more upset that there's competition involved instead of like, oh, there's other people trying to save the world? Awesome!
Yeah, a little bit much.
But she's young, and she's trying to prove herself as a priestess, so I can see that as being like her contention point of like, no, we're already trying to do this. Go away!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and unlike the first one, that they try their best to like cover up that he's not a part of that world. This one's just like, no, he's a dream traveler, and this guy's like, I know what that is. Shifty eyes.
Yep. Like they kind of hid the previous one pretty well until the end.
Well,
they kind of let it out a bit.
To be fair, the biggest reason why they could is because they were just other ear cats.
Yeah.
This one, they're like, no, we've already played that trick. We're not going to do that again. I mean, he still can't remember from his prior stuff, not totally. Hence the reason why he's like, yeah, I totally know how to do that. Shifty eyes. Because he kind of doesn't. Like, first off, he's young, so remembering stuff is going to be a bitch regardless. And two, that's just the nature of his existence. I was going to call it a job, but I mean, it's not really a job. Not being paid for it. He just kind of exists to do that.
Yeah.
And this right here is another indication of why, why this is going to be longer than the first game. The first game, you could kind of tell, okay, there's going to be 3 kingdoms and then 2 areas for each kingdom. Oh wait, there's also that 4th one, and then you're done. This one, it's like Super Mario World. You have a map of undeterminable size, and you just kind of roam around.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely, I was definitely too young to admire the creativeness of that.
Creativeness of what?
The guy in the background, he's in a suit. That's not another creature. He's in a suit. You can see the eye holes.
Yeah, I kind of thought you knew that.
Well, okay. First off, I played this when I was like 14, 15, and I just did not give a shit. And the concept of hey, there's just this big dinosaur thing. Alright. I mean, we have a talking dog with green fucking eyes. Does that seem strange? No. But the fact that it's actually just one of the creatures in that suit as a mascot is very funny. Alright, first off, awesome, you're a great pickpocket. Also, second off, you're a fucking dumb pickpocket.
Yeah.
It's like, you caught it, you got away with it. Oh wait, no you didn't, because you had to fucking gloat! Well, they had to show this off, and it's like, no they didn't. The cat. Which one? The cat. We're gonna kill both of you. Wait, what? Get here. You think I'm joking, but he definitely looks like he's going to do it.
Yeah. But I think this is also kind of be like, this is part of how we're going to make the next level speed seem relevant.
Oh, yeah, no. This was a means to an end.
Yeah.
Da-da-da! Something the first one never had. Branching paths!
Yep.
And both are needed to be done to move on. Basically speaking, no matter which one you first choose, that will be the false one.
Yep.
Actually, if I remember correctly, technically they're both false in the respect of you don't get the element at the end of it. Because they both go into the one avenue that you do get the element from.
Yeah.
Alright, this was about the time of the radical surfer dude stuff.
Yeah.
And this is one of the first times that's like, yeah, that makes sense. You never swam in the first one. God, I remember this. I did this one so goddamn much.
Because of trying to get all the moment dolls, or?
Just trying to get everything.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This one is great fun, unless you're trying to go for completion.
Also, this particular one is definitely a ramp difficulty.
Yeah.
It's not a huge ramp in difficulty, but it is definitely one.
Yeah.
You know,
And
they
sharks.
This is probably the first time that those sharks have actually been something I care about. All the other times that they're, like, across the area, they don't actually affect you. They always just fly in front of you, never actually hitting you.
Yeah.
Some things you just don't forget. I'm probably going to still miss one, because this was a pain in the ass level for that stuff.
Yeah.
I always thought those were eyes. They're actually just spike balls.
Well, maybe they have a shoal and they're just being like a nuisance because they want to.
Oh, I mean, that's maybe true, but they still don't have to have eyes. I'm not talking about the silver things, by the way. I was talking about the cactus.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they had eyes.
They don't. See?
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, those are just fruits on this thing, or maybe flowers.
They're the spiky balls that are being thrown occasionally. Like, I'm not joking. When you see some of the other creatures, they're actually throwing those spike balls.
Okay.
It's a great way to indicate where things came from. Fuck you. I could have actually gone through this as on normal. I'd only have been down to 1 health at this juncture. And then I would have been back up to full.
Yeah. But at the same time, once we reach later levels, it's gonna be a lot worse trying to 100%.
100%. Like, do not get me wrong. I remember this game.
Yeah.
It's so colorful, too. They did so well with this use of the polygons that they had.
Yeah, they really updated the colors. Made it much more vibrant to compare to the Wii version. I mean the Wii version of just Klonoa 1. No? And I'm pretty sure they updated the coloring and stuff as well for 2.
I love how the cat's like, I don't care that you're not getting that, kid. I'm out. Alright. Hold up. We're done with that. I don't need help here.
Yeah.
Like, you guys did a great enough job telling, foreshadowing how to do stuff here. I don't need your help. On top of that.
Yeah. You only really needed it for 1, and even then we didn't really need it.
Ah! I remembered that part. Dicks. That was definitely a dickish spot for that one. Because it looks like you can't make it regardless of what you do, but because you are coming from a high grounded spot, the double jump allows you to just barely, but you also have to float on top of it.
Yeah.
Believe me, this level, I remember. And we go into it again.
Can you lean forward and make it go faster? I can't remember if you can do that or not.
I remember I can do this.
Ah, nice.
Oh, right.
God darn it.
Yep. Like I said, I remember this level. Original PlayStation 2 controller had
you? Hold up your hat.
L1. But if you try to do it on the ground, you don't get anything. Got you. I always did this one first because I needed to make sure I got that part out of the way. It was a more frustrating level out of these two.
Yeah, it's always the surfing ones that are the hardest to 100%.
Well, let's be perfectly honest. It's not the fact that it's the surfing one. It's the fact that it's an endless runner type. It forces you to move forward where the rest of the game doesn't.
Yeah.
I remember that being a bitch and a half.
Yeah.
Cutscene. That was said with some diction.
And that was done with some arousal.
It seems like the black one is the just bratty tease one, whereas the white one is the more feminine allure.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yep. Ah! Got it. Fuck off.
Barely.
Also, these guys are way less annoying in this one than in the first one.
Yeah. Wow, you got it both. Wait, I think you need to go in that little alleyway if you want to get the other Moment Doll.
Yep. I was seeing if one of the creatures was going to jump out.
No, I think the only one you can grab is that little guy.
There we go. Ah!
Yeah, you gotta remember the explosion distance.
I remember. No, you don't get anything for doing that. It is just comedy.
Yep.
It's just something they're like, yeah, if you remember that you could do this, you can get something for it. What? Entertainment. Oh. And it doesn't matter the distance between the two balls, he will make it to the other one.
Yeah.
Definitely games melding in my brain, because I saw this and I'm like, this reminds me of Nier Automata.
How come?
Because in Nier Automata, one of the things that could happen is that you go to a theme park. And this theme park looks really close to that one.
Okay.
Now, you guys might see that one and are like, oh yeah, but here's those special ones. It's like, yeah, these don't come up as often as they did in the first one. I think that whirly one comes up a lot more often than the rocket one.
Yeah. I don't think you got the rocket one in the first one.
Oh, the whirly one and the rocket one were not in the first one. You had the little propeller guy in the first one, sure, but in the first one, if the Moo had the wings on his head, he would be able to help you fly a little bit. And then you had the one with a propeller that just whoosh, took you up.
I guess the flying one, the bird one, only lets you double jump in the air a bit.
Well, they all let you double jump in the air.
I meant on top of doing a double jump already.
I don't remember. It's been a little bit. But it doesn't really matter. Alright, this dude. Yep. He's definitely one of those guys that you're like at first going, well, that's not too scary. And then you see the faces inside his sleeves. It's like, alright, never mind.
Yeah.
Also, here's another reason why I like Lulu. Or Lolo. She's actually, like, interacting with the environment. Where the first Prince kid he really didn't.
Not really.
Like, he was just a way that your ring could do things, and occasionally he would talk about events when outside of the ring. This one, she is in the ring, and she is making sure you're aware that she is actually participating, even while in the ring.
Yeah.
Again, this is how a sequel should be. It went on the concepts and mechanics of the first game, and improved upon them. It's 2.3D. So even though everything looks really 3D and all that stuff, it's actually just on a plane.
I thought it was called 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5D. Sorry, but yeah, you get what I mean. I just took the wrong part of 3D. There. I do not care about the gems. Fuck you. I know how that goes. And I really don't need the coin. But I like how they're making this.
You tried so hard for the last one.
What's up?
Yet you tried so hard for the last one.
Yeah, it's just how my brain works.
I was about to say. Oh, that was sudden save.
I kinda saw him coming, I'm like, oh shit. We need you to be that.
I always wondered what it would be like resting on one of those guys. Oh, we have a zombie little guy.
Yep. Oh, he does not last long like that. Okay, that's interesting. I had to think for a second, and I was just like, wait, if I double jump across and get it, it's not actually going to allow me to get this quickly. I like how they're doing the haunted house here. I forgot how good that was.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they do the thing that allows you to... I know it's you, because it's Nya.
Yeah, and it sounds like Tad as well.
Yeah.
Just distorted.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this fight.
Yeah, it was an easy fight.
Screw you and the horse you rode in on.
And suddenly a wall just opens up.
Yep. Oh, right. That was one thing I remembered about this. You have taunt buttons.
Nice. I like how the rocket has a smile on him. He looks
Side
like a
smile,
Chad.
no less.
Yeah, he looks somewhat like a Chad.
He sounds like the caricature of a Chad. I say that because I know a couple of actual quote-unquote Chads. That's their actual name. They don't act like that.
Yeah.
Just like I know Karens who aren't uppity pricks.
Yeah. It's just that
Meme.
stereotype of people.
Yep, it's the stereotype of stereotyping and profiling.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Like, it's straight up not fun being pegged with that. I'm just glad the stereotyping that was put on my name's gone.
I would ask about it, but I'm pretty sure it's not nice to ask. Okay.
What do you call a potty?
Oh, a John.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Huh? To be honest, I don't really see people saying using that, really.
Why do you think I said what I said?
Yeah.
I'm glad it went away.
To be honest, being a chat kind of considered a positive thing, if anything. Yeah?
No, unfortunately. it is like any other aspect of it, because it can be seen as good, but it also absolutely can be seen as bad. It heavily depends on the context involved. Because I know several people who's like, oh, he's Chad, so he's that dick that is always like overly confident and is absolutely on top of everything, even if he's absolutely not. He's a jerk who you don't like. But I also see the other sides where they're just basically a himbo without saying himbo.
Yeah, and actually being really nice and caring and whatnot.
Exactly. Like I said, Chad is one of the many reasons why I am disliking so many people coming up with new things, because it's just an excuse to call someone something bad and then have an out going, oh, no, I was meaning this.
Yeah.
And the black tat gets away by like, hey, pervert! And this one's just like, hey, I don't mind you holding me, but, I mean, you did let go, so I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
I think I did actually play this on 2 separate occasions to see the difference between doing which one first. It didn't really change much.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not you actually got that scene of getting the gem or not. The way they escape is the exact same in both regards.
Yeah.
Oh, right, this guy is not a machine.
Yeah, like I said, there was like 2 to 3 guys that weren't machines.
Almost Final Fantasy battle music. The one that's spinning is the real one.
Yep.
This game I know.
Yep, you did that all in one go. Now here comes the annoying part.
Yep. Yeah, didn't get there in time. Okay, that's not how you do that.
How does he appear through the middle again?
How's he controlling 14 freaking spikes from inside a Ferris wheel? I don't think there's supposed to be logic involved.
Yeah.
Lapito is the name of that guy, the flower clown. And this was something else that I liked about this versus like other games at the time. It did feel like this character was legitimately one step ahead of you all the time.
Yeah.
というの占し中だね
Because there's more than enough of bad guys that I've seen, both past and present, that it's just like, so the plot made sure that you got here. Gotcha. Cool. No, I did. No. You would have not gone here without the freaking plot favoring you. There's zero way. The way you set up your world, there's zero way.
Yeah, that's good. Lisa.
Also, this one feels a lot more like, hey, you're actually making progress on stuff, whereas the first one, you were kind of going and talking to people, but that was no guarantee that you got their help.
Yeah. And she drops it.
Like I said, that I liked her a lot more than the first guy. She just has more personality.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they had the room to give him the personality they wanted, I might like him more.
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah, that's the extras.
Oh, right. I remember this fucker. I remember that voice too. Like I said, I've played this one a lot, so there are some hidden memories and there are some repressed ones. He's a repressed one.
How come?
That is not the face of someone who wants to help you. That's the face of someone who wants to take you into an alley one day.
Yeah. And plus he sounds like the thief guy from DuckTales and the Jenny and the Lamp.
Yeah, he does have that quality to him, but he also has that really old, sleazy guy vibe to his voice.
That's what I'm talking about, his voice. Well, he has somewhat of the same voice.
Yeah, I remember this. This is why, in contrast to the first one, where you're freeing citizens, this one, it's like, those don't look like the citizens of that area. It's because they're not. They're his moments. Which are just memory collectors, I guess. Oh, right, refighting the bosses. Come on. And this is how you actually knew if you had 150 of something.
Ah, okay. I didn't know he got you a picture in this one.
Yep. And the straight up, that was in the original. It was the only way you knew if you had 150 in that area, too.
Oh.
Because, yeah, it shows you down there in the little thing, but there's no other indication.
Oh well.
It's no big deal.
I'm pretty sure you can find the pictures from the actual thing in online.
Oh yeah, nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big thing that a lot of people nowadays keep forgetting. The internet was not as strong as it is now.
Yeah.
Like, when this game first came out, you couldn't just go online and get a picture. You could get a FAQ walkthrough that was all text, and hopefully it gave you the information you wanted.
Yeah.
There was a couple of games I never got to finish on the PlayStation 2 that they were just fucking fantastic games. And it makes me so sad to see the way the gaming industry is right now, to know that in the PlayStation 2 era, these weird, interesting games could come out all the time. And even if the studio only made that one game, there was still a lot of love in that game.
Yeah.
Some of them were crazy weird, like Stretch Panic. Holy crap, that was a strange one. But nowadays, there's such a risk involved with so many other games around, past and present ones, that it just turns into this, do you gamble or do you not? Well, I want to... No. It's not about making games anymore. It's about, do you want to gamble and possibly get money off of it? And that's what it's turned into, and it makes me so sad.
Yeah. To be honest, if I hit it rich, even if I don't want to make much money off my game, I still want to be able to say, hey, I have a game. I got this made with my money. And it involves my character, my stories, my jokes, my stuff.
Trust me, I'm definitely going down that path myself with all the things I have. But I am not gonna delude myself into thinking that there aren't hiccups involved. Like, I 100% am aware that what I'm aiming to do is vastly too ambitious for my current skill level.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I can't get it, it just means I have to work. And the problem is that life's not that easy, and it is really difficult to work on those skills. And this was also the first time that there was a legitimate threat of someone going, oh yeah, no, that thing you got, I don't need it.
Yeah. Because she can make her own and whatnot.
Oh, I'm not even talking about that. I mean, just like, how many other games where the main character's powers and whatnot are in a copy state that is not only foreshadowed, but done in a way that makes it feel like it wasn't just something easy to happen, and gives it weight.
Yeah.
Because there's been shadow links and this and that, but they've always kind of just come out of nowhere. This is kind of the first time that you're like, oh shit, wait, hold on. And she's fully willing to just absolutely destroy everybody to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking after the boss of this area, we'll conclude.
Okay. You'll finish up these 2 or 3 levels.
It's gonna technically be 3 because it's gonna be the 2, and then it's gonna be the boss of the area.
Yeah. Beef. Beef is just plain out headbutt ya.
No, they're bombardier bees. Oh wait, I know you. I remember you. They did a damn good job foreshadowing that.
Yep.
There you go. And it's like, that's a really big pipe. Why is that there? It's because of that.
Yep. You responded so fast.
Huh?
You respond so fast.
Well, that's because they didn't want you to be stuck there. Damn.
Ah, so close.
And in this one, you don't carry the key around. You just have the thing up there. Whereas in that other one, it was like on your back the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember these. God, I remember those. I did that wrong. I'm supposed to throw it down there to have a trigger.
Just give it some time. It takes a while. Yeah, they gave those ones a longer fuse.
It's because of this.
Yeah.
They're one of the few enemies that you can toss and then go back and collect.
Yeah.
I'll hold off on that. I might need it. Oh, right. Yeah. There's just things that you don't forget, and when you play a game like 17 times, it was probably like 4, but still, like, you play it long enough that you start memorizing lines. Yeah, no, it's hard to forget it. This was definitely around that time where I wasn't quite sure about myself, so just anything was definitely an allure state for me. Finding video games and seeing characters and stuff like that was so interesting to me. And I think I was still in high school. I might have just gotten out. I don't know. School was definitely not something I gave a shit about. You're definitely going to be the longer of the two. They were color-coded.
Yep. On pipe.
Alright. I wanted to see the little guy fire.
Okay.
Do you notice him on the back of it?
Yeah, I know. I see him.
Yeah, he looks a lot like
the
Lego guys from Mega Man Legends.
Yeah.
Death 1. God damn it. Gives you no time on that. I think this was one of the first games, too, that I played that it's like, yeah, you do technically have a double jump, but at the same time, you don't. Oh, I missed one. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
I'm not going to care too much about it. I mean, if you guys really want to see me go after all of them, let me know in the comments, because you'll actually have some agency in this one. But that aside, it's up to you guys.
Plus, I think all it does is unlock a music player and the final challenge area.
Yeah, nothing big.
I think the only reason why you would want to do it is just simply that bonus level and the music player itself.
Yeah.
Well,
but if you bought the soundtrack, that's... Again, this is one of the reasons why things are so different nowadays. Because back then, that was the only way to selectively listen to the music.
Yeah. Now you could buy it on iTunes or Amazon Music.
Or not, because certain ones just allow you the soundtrack legitimately without having to go through a third-party site. But yeah, it's still, like, there's multiple avenues in which to have that music available to listen to.
Which ones would do that, though?
I've got a couple of soundtracks from other games that they're just MP3s. They're just yours, allowed to listen to. You can't, like, use it on your media or anything like that. Like, I couldn't put them into my YouTube videos, but I could listen to them anytime I wanted.
Yeah. There are the ones you can get from, like, Steam and whatnot, but you don't want to go for the one for this game.
Yeah.
The one on Steam is via a application that you can't get the songs from.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the application just opens the game and that it.
Yep.
It doesn't get you to the actual music player.
Really dumb. Poorly handled. But there are other soundtracks on Steam that you can get that are better handled.
Yeah. And some of them even come free with the game.
Yes. Fuck you. Of course not. I mean, objectively, the bosses in this one are easier. But that's also because
they entirely easier.
Well, compared to the first one.
Even then, I still say that some of them can be a little bit harder.
True, and I'm talking generally here, though. Because you also have to acknowledge the fact that technically, the first one had less bosses.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons why most of the bosses in this one are easier is, one, a lot of them are just mini bosses. They're not made to be end-all bosses. And two,
yeah.
They did such a good job of telegraphing what you need to do, whereas, let's be honest, some of the difficulty in the first one was... You didn't really know what to do with the bosses. I mean, I did, because I had the freaking thing, but outside of a couple of them, most of the time I didn't need those, but man, when I needed those ones, ooh, I needed that information.
Yeah. Huh?
I mean, just because I, like, don't care about getting the ones I missed doesn't mean I'm not going to try to get the ones I can.
Yeah.
The coins I
that
don't
way,
need to, they're just shiny stuff.
One of the commenters says, oh, I want you to do the bonus level and get all the moments.
Yeah,
So,
might as well get as
at
many
least
as I
you don't
can.
have to worry about it so much.
Yeah. And I think this one allows you to go and do stuff until a checkpoint and have it count.
Yeah.
Whereas the first one's like, no, you have to still beat the level. And it's just like, how about no?
And of course they have the little logo right above the actual thing.
Yep.
Make it look like this thing from the sky. If I remember correctly, this world has like 5 or 6 levels in this one area. I still wonder how in the world this eventually turns into them overloading the system.
Also, they said let's go back to the Bell of Anger. Wasn't it the Bell of Discord?
No, actually, maybe.
Yeah, they were like, that's the Bell of Discord. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Let's go back to the Bell of Anger. Wait, what?
Honestly, don't quite remember.
Hey, I remember you. Both from the first game and from this one.
Yep.
First game, these guys were annoying. This one, they're tricky.
Yeah. Alright, here's the armor guys again.
Yep. Have to do that to do this. Because he's constantly in the way of that. This is the difference between when I know a game and when I don't know a game.
Yeah.
Right over him. This was something that's super annoying versus the first one. The first one had maybe one of these little mirror guys. This one always has like 2 or 3 in the later stages.
Yeah.
Hello, little mousies. Those mice remind me of the Shadow King game.
What game was that like?
It was a turn-based strategy game that you played as a kid who his shadow was the king of demons.
Oh, I think I remember that. I haven't played it fully though.
Oh, I have. Literally speaking, the comedy was that I beat the game because I had set up the main character to never actually attack until when he was ready to. And when he was ready to, it was always a massive area effect and just decimated everybody.
Yeah.
Because he was a counterattack expert. Yeah, they made these guys way less annoying than in the first one.
Yeah. Oh look! They look like fish!
Yep.
Fish!
I may not remember all of the little tricks and trades, but man, do I remember a lot of them.
Yeah. I think it's all their hard work.
Oh no, this is in a wartime area. Like, they're actually under attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mercy.
Yep. But yeah, no, the Shadow King game, I loved that one.
Yeah, I think I have it on PS4 right now.
That's right. Yep. I'm sure there would have been a thing going, hey, by the way, if you, and it's just like, no, don't tell me. Like, just let me figure it out.
Yeah.
Because you guys did such an actually fantastic job of setting up how to do things proper. Outside of the very first level. Hey, do you know how to do a double jump? You mean that thing that I needed to do to get the crystals in the first area? Yeah. Yeah.
Don't hit that.
Yeah, I know I did that wrong. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. You'll just have to come back in case the commenters want you to do it.
Yep.
Besides,
Oh, okay. Got it.
it's not much of an actual extra besides just getting that bonus level.
Yep. And this is definitely one of those games that, while I don't mind replaying certain elements of it, opposed to the first one, which had some, frankly, obnoxious sections, once you guys see the story, it's not going to be really much reason other than to, say that you've seen it. So, I mean, if you enjoy the game, well, give it love.
Yep.
Companies don't give a shit how many times you tell them you don't like something if you keep buying it. They also don't care how often you tell them you like something if you never pay for it.
Yeah. That's why I'm wishing that people would buy the soundtrack and this game more so we can have a Klonoa 3.
Actual Klonoa 3, because there's been additional Klonoa games.
Yeah, I know. Mainly for the GBA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one obscure system that was only in Japan.
There's several of those, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, there was a console that was literally just only for Japan, and it was like a handheld.
Yeah. Well, technically, there was also some games that were only on a select type of phone. Kid Icarus opened my eyes to that. Oh my god, that is an adventure, to say the least.
Yeah.
I remember this. It's foreshadowing some of the things that you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay, I need this guy.
If I remember correctly, this whole entire level is repeated, but on fire.
Yeah. That reminds me of Mega Man 8, I believe. It was voice acted and had Elmer Fudd, Dr. Light. Don't ask. It was fucking weird. But one section of it, you had to react really quickly to things happening. And so their ways to cue you in on that was indicating what you had to do. So if you had to jump over something, your character would go jump. And if your character had to slide under something, it would slide. Towards the end of it was jump, jump, slide, slide, jump, slide, jump, jump, slide, jump, slide.
Yeah.
So him going up those whirlwinds reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Seeing this stuff reminds me of something that I actually have to work on for any of my characters.
And what's that?
Idle stances.
Understandable.
Calling it? Okay. Because, like, for Klonoa himself, his idle stance isn't too bad, but for Lolo, hers feels weird.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I'm now remembering. Maybe it's the town of Discord, and the bell is actually anger.
Maybe. I don't know. It could also just be a translation error.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
would
you.
Think they would have fixed it for this.
I'm happy if they didn't. I'm sick and tired of seeing so many of the quote-unquote changes or fixing that happens being this. Yeah, we're gonna do the thing we quote-unquote originally thought of doing, and then you find out that it's like, yeah, but now a portion of that. Oops. You dick. I was gonna say, you mind?
But there are still some things that need to be fixed.
Oh yeah, no, there's still things that need to be fixed. But there are certain things like translation errors and stuff like that that have just become a part of the lore. And,
yeah.
Well, a great example of how, like, oh, we're gonna fix something, and it just made things worse. Silent Hill. The remake took away the fog.
Yeah, that was one thing I didn't like about that.
It's like, how is that you fixing anything? That was never actually a problem. Well, a rendering distance wasn't very good. No, you're not listening to yourself. Did you actually pay attention to why people liked Silent Hill? That way to fix things made it more scary. So you're taking away the thing that made it more scary. Do you not understand that? But that's when corporates don't pay attention and just do what they want. Yeah, this part I don't quite understand. Then again, it looks like even the main character like, wait, how? We did that thing.
That's why that's why I think that what they did was not actually turned off, but overloaded instead.
Also, there is the possibility that
Seminium glove, Egerland Prisp. Seatomat, Banus Flew, such level length.
while our characters went and turned off one reactor, she went behind our backs to the other one and turned it on.
Maybe.
Like, the only thing that makes sense in my head, understanding what a reactor is and everything, is that instead of turning off the reactor, what was actually happening is we were turning off the coolant systems.
Maybe.
But they don't do a good job at all. And now we go back through all of the things, but I'm gonna save that for next time.
Yeah.
And yes, even this guy is something that you're gonna have to refight. But he's way more dangerous than the next one.
Yep.
Alright, but for now, that will be the end of this episode. I will catch you all in the next one, when we get to it. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha!